All right, everyone, it is your girl, Latiska Powell, and today we are talking about limited beliefs, how to release and let them go. Limited beliefs are the unseen barriers that hold us back from living fully in alignment with our divine truth. These beliefs often stem from fear, societal conditioning, or past experiences. But as it says in Romans 12:2, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. When we renew our minds with this truth of who we are, we break free from limiting beliefs and step into limitless potential. Because in spirit and truth, we're all limitless, no limit at all. So we're going to refer to a couple of scriptures. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This reminds us that any belief that says I can't is false, for we are capable of all things through divine power. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. Limiting beliefs are rooted in fear, but our true nature is one of power and love. And of course, we come from the Spirit of God, sound mind, my knowing. Nobody had to teach me this. This is something I've lived, I've experienced, and I know. How do we identify a limiting belief? Write down one belief that you feel has been holding you back. I don't know what it is. Write it down. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? And is it ultimately true? It's not going to be true, but you can't get to the groundwork of where it came from. Did your mom said society? Acknowledge this belief is not your truth. It's a story you've been telling yourself. That's recognizing what has been playing in your mind, replacing it. Take that limiting belief and reframe it as an empowering truth. Uh, I don't know what we could use. Okay, let's say I'm not enough. We would change it to I am more than enough, exactly as I am. Or if we're talking about your money, I have more than enough. Allowing it to become your new story. Take inspired action. Do one thing today that challenges the limiting belief. For example, if the belief is, I can't succeed, take a step toward a goal you've been avoiding, proving to yourself that success is within reach and has always been within reach. And again, success is a self imposed definition. Recognize and releasing limiting beliefs. When a limiting belief arises, pause and ask yourself, does this belief align with my divine nature? This belief no longer serves me. I release it now and replace it with truth. I want you to look when you begin to replace things with your truth. You find you write down on a piece of paper all the things that you say is away from you. And I want you to look back over your own life because no one else can do it. Look back over your own life and see how many times you may have been in similar situations and it just worked out. Knowing that yes, we're going to have to experience duality because there's a belief in duality. See, when you succumb to there is no duality and you just see everything as just experience, that's a whole nother level because that's when you come into the awareness of, in order to experience this, I have to experience this. Experiencing this enriches this. I have to know this for this to be even greater. And then recognizing and bringing it all together, seeing how it was mysteriously woven together, the success that you may or may not be seeing. I cannot say what you see. I know within myself, whew, let's talk about starting videos. When I first started this process of making videos, I started on my phone. And oh my God, I can't even remember what year, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. On my phone, started my YouTube page. And then I went through a phase of, I'm just going to do scripture, just going to do scripture. Then I realized in the process of all of these different types of videos that I had made, because I've done interviews, when I tell you anything that I've set forth to do, I have done, and I've successfully done it. And for that, I give thanks. That, the answers were always yes. Whenever I asked, baby, it was always yes. It was never a no that met me at the door. And that I am grateful for. To be able to walk indoors. See, when I first started my videos, I was driving cabs and I was on a break and something came to me. Every now and then something would come to me and I would get on the phone and make a video or either go live on Facebook. I was not going to not honor myself by doing the things that brought me joy. And I was not going to dishonor the spirit that had something to say, because I know if it had something to say to me, it putting it on a platform would help it go even further. Allowing the spirit to operate through me as me. So grounding yourself, getting yourself to that point of, oh yeah, I can make these videos. And this is how I had to play with it in my mind. When I first started doing videos, I was a little shaky, scary, didn't know, you know, didn't know what to do, if I was going to be speaking right, wearing the right clothes, and judging everything. It was kind of hilarious. So how I had to reprogram my mind was, hold on, Letiska, you go out into the world every day. You go in the grocery stores, you go to meetings, you go to the doctor's office, and you walk in rooms full of people. And you're unafraid then. So why is it you're on camera by yourself and you're carrying all this fear? So I have little ways to program me, because told you, even though I studied metaphysics, I've also studied the mind. I am a trained hypnosis, so I know how to hypnotize myself. I know how to help others break through their limiting beliefs. I know how to help people reprogram their mind. That's what I do. That's who I am. That's everything that I've studied, accumulated, and put together. I realized that I didn't have to be a minister to do it. I realized that it was okay for Letiska to just be Letiska and be fine being Letiska. Be everything that God had created, has or is already finished within me. And getting to that point where, heck yeah, I'm enough. I've studied enough, I've learned, I've experienced enough. And not only that, God is with me. So I cannot fail. You know, that's how we have to look at life coming from God. When God gives us inspiration to move or do or be something different, that's what we do. We just move and trust in the direction in which the Spirit is leading us. Spirit of us will never lead us nor forsake us, because the Spirit is divine, eternal love, and it only wants the best for us. It's up to us to honor ourselves, stand in a place of truth, recognize our limiting beliefs, and work it out within our mental construct. Later, do the work.